and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try to find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a give right side. Vincent. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching.
And the Raiders have got him. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Parney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
They'll run on first down. Vincent. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl anyway.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards there for number 15.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, Ford. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looking middle, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The Broncos at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience. all on display in that victory.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's the Raiders punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Ford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he wisely will throw that one away. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Allen again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Ford. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. To throw on 2nd down. Ford.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, nice move. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. On 3rd down, Vincent. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Raiders punter now. as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Ford. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
The extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. The Chargers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Nick? Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. looking to throw on second down. Ford. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, Ford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Wheeler.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Ford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Allen to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Vincent. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll keep it on the ground. Vincent, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Allen. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Allen now on first down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Denver's offense now set to go.
Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the ball in front of them and made the tackle. It gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
York able to send this one through.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
When you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Vincent. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent, an agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Vincent. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
But every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On play action, Allen under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on 2nd down. Ford. He finds his man Johnson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. 4. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Throwing on 1st down. Ford. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
To throw on 2nd down. Ford. Over the middle. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
York able to send this one through.
And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now London down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 19. Incomplete. Results in the 4th down.
Now Allen. Got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. In these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Broncos, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.